don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us? No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. You ready? 55. Hey, easy. Quarterback, don't get nervous. 100. Hey, easy. Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. An effective 7-yard third-down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Switch out. Kill. Sammy.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Check. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Kill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Easy.
A carry for a former Falcon, Jaquiz Rogers. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Drop deep. 55.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. From 19 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Saints 7, Falcons 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Got it. It's going to be a long day. 44, Mike. Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, blue 80. 125. Hey, check. Gun. 51, sub. 44 to Mike. Check. Squeeze, double. 25 tonight. 25 tonight.
Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Get off the field. Hey, South. Here comes the me. It's me. 44 to Mike. 44. 25 tonight.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
20.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 22 yards there, a first down. Breeze now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. That's first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Saints on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. Steps away to his left. Caught on the left side by Ginn. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
At their own 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Tuesday.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Freeman again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw is Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On the carry, it's Hill, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Gun. 41. Check. It's a party.
From the 44, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Stop me.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
58. 44. Mike. Hey, South. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, orbit. Get up.
Now Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
What we got? Hey, zoom. Mike's 43.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And Ginn's got it. The 20. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 46 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's bring it. 43's the mic.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 35 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch it, watch the run. Watch twins.
1st down, Bridgewater. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And he gets gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run it again with Kamara. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on that play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The carry here for the big tight end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check hot route. Hot. He's coming. We got double up. Go.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home. and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Rick Williams. Got it. Base.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A huge play there right off the bat. 58 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run here with Freeman. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. 45. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Smith catches left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now? And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long for Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here's Breeze to throw. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
21.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, Delta. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You ain't going nowhere.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch QB drop.
Breeze now to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Ready? We go 21. Show it up. Hey, kill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 8 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Let's pick it up. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
45, Mike, 45. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. They go play action here on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 14 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
25! Hey, express! Got it! Smooth!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Steve 6.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now a timeout taken.
Let's go.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, check that. General West. Bravo. Base, base.
44 to Mike.
Let him go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Throw left side, complete. That's Freeman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go, go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits, but can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Got it. Black 25.
44. Me and you.
Hey, replay.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now here's Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Slam.
Hey, wahoo!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill. Switch. Here we go.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up second down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking deep for Julio. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
We're ready. Sit down. You got nothing to work. You got nothing.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Breeze again has it complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
45 to Mike. Here we go.
Breeze now on 1st down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Breeze now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Here we go, here we go.
Check Mike 45. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 45 to Mike.
Hey, easy.
Now watch one. 45.
Breeze to throw again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And a solid run down inside the 30. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check three, check three, check three.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch the safety creep.
On second down, Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
Check 45 to Mike. Man, that's trash.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is caught by Gill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
For the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check, check, check.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Ready, blue 80. You don't know no better.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season Each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Yeah. Tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. Not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the ground with a tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
He's checking crap.
Bridgewater. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready,
43. Check, 43. I'm on.
11. Space, 51, Subs. Hey, orbit.
Pin the mirrors back and go full.
Let him go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 77 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after it.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's caught by Smith. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Tackle made by Bruce Carter.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
You got tight right there. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be taken short. And carries up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, that's 25. Mike, guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped. Inside the 40.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Freeman. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Gun. Hey, Zoo.
Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
43 is the mic. Hey, Delta. Go. Hey, South. 43 is the mic. Woo-hoo. 43.
Ryan.
Check, 43.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 38 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Come on, boy. Come on. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, read.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 26.
Greystone, travel. Jim.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Hey, easy.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
X3, 218, chop now.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go! The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike's 47.
20.
47. It's just me and you.
Hey, Foxtrot. 21.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Gun.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check. 47 marks. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 61, match box, right. Check 26. Smooth. Go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 3.
He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Check safety. Watch twist.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Face. Motion.
4-7's a mic.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Check, 47.
Now Ryan on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
That's got to be a lot.
Gun.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. And that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. Third down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
General West.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments. You often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
First down, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Joker. Under 10. 10.
Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 45. Yeah. You don't want none. Bang, 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 bang.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready, keep waiting. Right 25. Hey, wait. 51, south. 47, Mike. 47. Go. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Bridgewater here to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check. Hop on. 65. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready. 43. Check. 54. Down. Hey, check. Keep it up. 5. Base. March 43. In base. 43.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing here, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
Michael Thomas. Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point? And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, echo. Hey, 59, ready. Get up.
One last shot for Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.